Hey art friends, so today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a corgi, alright? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the entire thing in Sharpie first, that way it's a little bit darker and you guys can see it. But if you want to grab a pencil, in case you have to erase, I would suggest that. Alright, now to help you guys out, I will be putting the finished drawing right here above the Drawing Joshua logo, that way you guys have something to look at while we draw. Okay, so I have my marker, and what I'm going to do is kind of come to the center of the page, and I'm going to come over just a little bit, and here I'm just going to put a circle. And this is going to be for the corgi's eye, all right? And inside of here, I'm just going to do another circle for kind of like a glare to make its eyes look shiny, all right? Okay, great. I'm going to come over just a little bit. I'm going to draw its other eye. And it might come up just a little bit. We'll make its head a little bit of a tilt, okay? That way it looks a little bit cuter. All right, then same thing as over here. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a circle. That way it looks like it's reflecting. All right, great job. Now in between here, what I'm gonna do is draw its nose. So there's just gonna be like a straight line like this, and then we're gonna curve on one side, curve on the other side, and it's just gonna slowly come together like that. All right, now on one side of its nose, what I'm gonna do is leave a little spot white like that. That way it kind of looks like its nose is shiny too. All right, awesome. Now from here, from the center of the nose, what I'm gonna do is just have this line that kind of curves down and over. All right, so down and over. Okay, great job. Now between here, we're gonna put its tongue. So from kind of almost the center over here, I'm gonna leave a mark, and kind of the center over here, leave a mark. And we're just gonna draw a U shape, like that. And then from the middle, just a little line down. That way it kind of looks like a tongue. Great job so far. All right, next let's go ahead and work on the shape of its head, okay? So let's start by drawing its chin. So right below the tongue, what we're gonna do is just add a little bit of a curved line. Maybe something like that. And now, let's go ahead and why don't we jump over, let's start here, and then we'll kind of work our way around, okay? So kind of below this, just a little bit, I'm gonna do is come up. We'll give it a cute big head, okay? And we're gonna do some zigzag lines. And this is gonna be to make it look like it has some fur. I'm gonna do a couple more. And once I get to maybe about where the top of the eye is, that's where I'm gonna start drawing its ear. Okay, so corgis have big ears. But before that, let's do the fur. I'm just gonna leave a little mark here. That way we know where to draw it. And I'm gonna draw down, and up, and down. And again, these are just zigzag lines. They aren't anything fancy. And maybe like this, all right? And this is gonna be the other side of the ear. So now from this line that we made, I'll draw this line that comes up, and then it's gonna curve. It's gonna come back down and meet that other line that we just made. All right, and then from the top, I'm gonna start here. And I'm just gonna draw a line that keeps coming out and maybe comes down about there. All right, and then I'm gonna draw a line that kind of intersects with it, okay? Just gonna come over, and then we're gonna go ahead and leave a line for its other ear. But what I'm gonna do before drawing the other ear is start down at the bottom again. That way we know where to connect it. All right, so again, we're gonna go a little bit below this. We're gonna draw this line that kind of comes up just a little bit, about the same distance. Doesn't have to be perfect. And again, we can just do some zigzag lines. We'll go up again to about how high the eye is. And this is where we can draw the other ear. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a little mark like that. And then let's go ahead and kind of jump over a little bit. We'll leave a little gap. I'll do some more zigzag lines. Maybe something like that. All right. Now, from this line here, again, we're gonna come up about as high as the other one. And it's just gonna come down and meet that other line. All right. Now, from the top, come over and just meet that other line that we made. All right, awesome job so far. This is starting to look a little bit like a corgi. Okay, next let's go ahead and work on its body. All right, So I like to start on the left-hand side. And so from about here, we're gonna kind of go between where we started the zigzags and the bottom here. I might extend this just a little bit. Let's go ahead and draw some more fur. So it kind of comes down. And we'll do some more zigzag lines. And you can do big ones, you can do small ones. And we'll draw a line like that. Okay, so once you get to about the tongue, let's go ahead and stop. And then let's start from the other side. So kind of in the middle between zigzags and where we ended. We're gonna come down, we'll do some zigzags. Just a couple of them. We'll do a long one between that. Kind of comes down, and these lines shouldn't quite touch, okay? And this line comes here. And this is actually gonna be its foot, all right? So this line is gonna do a curved line up, and not quite to the end there. It's gonna come in just a little bit. All right, so then we can continue from the bottom here. And corgis have those cute small legs. So we'll give a little foot, okay? And then it's gonna curve up like that. All right, and then the first foot is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and move this piece of paper up just a little bit. All right, awesome. Now let's go ahead and draw its other front foot. So from kind of the middle of where we did the last zigzag and where we did his foot, I'm gonna start another line, all right? And this line's gonna be an angle like that. And then it comes and it curves around. Then it goes ahead and just connects back to the body like that. All right, now it has two cute legs. Okay, so now why don't let's jump back up to the back, and then we'll kind of finish around the side. All right, so from kind of the middle of where this zigzag meets and this line meets, I'm gonna draw the start of its back. Now it's gonna come over, kind of dips down a little bit, comes back up, and then that's where we can do the back, all right? It's gonna come down and over and back down, okay? And now we're gonna try to make this back part go about as far down as what we did this other leg, okay? So just take your time, maybe something like that, maybe a touch further. All right, awesome. Now before we get too far, I think this corgi needs a cute little tail. So from the edge over here, I'm gonna draw this line that comes up, kind of comes to a point, and then it just comes back down like that. All right, awesome. Now let's go ahead and do the foot, all right? So it's just gonna come over, and then kind of about the same distance I made these two lines apart. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes I think it looks cuter when it's not perfect. Kind of curves up, comes over to a point like that, and then once we hit that point here, we're just gonna come down and connect it as if this line just kind of kept on going, all right? So now we just need to give our corgi one more foot. So from this back part here, just gonna come down, come over a little bit, and it comes back up and in. All right, awesome job. Now I'm gonna go ahead and actually grab, it's gonna be like a light brown, maybe a really dark yellow, I don't know. But this is gonna be where the corgi kind of has its different markings, okay? So I'll at least do the markings with this, and then I'll speed it up for when we color it in. All right, so let's do from this last zigzag here. I'm just gonna draw this line that comes up, kind of curves over, and back into the nose like that. And then typically they have a white stripe on their face. So from here, just gonna curve up like that. Like the stripe is gonna kind of get a little bit wider as we go. So again, same thing from the other side of the nose. And it's just gonna slowly get wider like that. All right. Now again, from the other side of the nose, it's gonna be like we did over here. So it's gonna come out and down, and then kind of come over into that zigzag, okay? Now, as you can see from the reference photo, I'll color this part in, and I'll leave that part white, all right? Okay, and I'm gonna do another marking on its foot down here. So kind of from the corner here, I'm gonna come over just a little bit. Just gonna curve up. And again, I'll color that part in. We're gonna leave its paws white. So this line's gonna dip down, just connect to its other paw. We'll do all its paws at once. So here. Just kind of a swooping line like that. And then from this one's gonna be a little bit different. So we're not gonna connect to the side. What we're gonna do is connect it up top a little bit further. It's gonna dip down, come over, and we're not gonna touch that black line, okay? We're gonna leave just a little bit of a gap. That way it makes it look like it has a white belly. All right, awesome job. Now we just have one more little part to do. That's its cute little tail. So I'm just gonna leave a line like that. All right, so as you can see from the reference photo, I'm gonna go ahead and color this in, okay? So I'm gonna do most of it like the color that I just drew with, and I'll probably give it like a red tongue and maybe even add some cute other stuff. But you are welcome to color it in whatever colors you like, or you can pause the video at the end and match the colors that I chose. Hey there guys, so as you can see, I colored in my Corgi, kind of that same color that we did the line, so kind of like that really light brown, and I gave him some pink ears, and I kind of just left the edge white, that way it kind of looks like the edge of the ear, and gave him a cute pink tongue. But I'd love to see how your drawings turned out, so feel free to tag me on any social media posts, or if you are a parent, email me your finished drawing at drawingjoshua123@gmail.com. Now please remember that drawing does take practice, so practice and always have fun. Thanks everyone.